Hi all, good evening. This is Saif and I'm again back with one more simple interview scenario tutorial. This is my source table which has two columns, ID and name, and this is the data. And in my target table, again there are two columns, but if you will see the data, so ID 10 A1. If I'm getting multiple occurrences of the same ID, what I need to do is I need to increment the sequence by 1, 2, and so on. So if you can see, there are two occurrences of 20, so 20 B1, and I have incremented at 201. And from the source, 30 C1, 30 C2, 30 C3. So 30 initially, then incremented to 1, then incremented to 2. So if I'm having the same ID, I need to start incrementing, else again from ground level. So let's start implementing this. I've already imported my source structures and target structures to save a little bit of time. So in order to achieve this, first of all, what I'll do is I'll use a transformation called sorter. I will sort the data on the basis of ID column. So this is the ID column which is coming from here, sorry, ID and name, and let's sort this. Beautiful. Now let's use a transformation called expression, and let's write some test conditions, or let's write some conditions to evaluate the data by row by row. Let's pull in all the attributes from the upstream. Now I'll copy this port and paste this, and I'll just move it down. I'll see this. This is my variable of ID and concatenation. So how does the data looks like? So no, okay, so let it be as double, and here I would be storing as ID column. Now I need a sequence as well, so what I'll do is I'll add one more column, and let's say this name is v underscore sequence data type of double. Now here I'll write a small condition. I'll write a small if my variable of ID equals to ID. So what I need to do is I need to increment what v sequence plus what. That looks good. So that is done first thing. And what I'll do is I'll add one more conditional statement which will actually concatenate the data. So let's name this as flag, and we are concatenating, so the data should be in string, and let's give the size of 25, and let's go over here and let's write one more if condition. If my variable of ID is equals to ID, so if both the are same, so what I need to do is I need to concatenate it. So what the flag should get concatenated with sequence, so it should just get incremented, else my else ID should look fine. Okay, so that is the data type issue. So what we will do is let's convert all these columns to cap. Let's do here as well, and let's do here as well. Let's hope this solves the issue. Beautiful, it solves the issue. Let's move ahead. So this will get concatenated. Let's copy and paste this port. So this will go as an output port. Let's pull this down, and let's rename the naming convention. This is my output port, and let's paste this. So ID will go over, not ID, so this concatenation value will go over here, and name will go over here. So let's save this mapping, check your mapping is valid or not. Yes, mapping is valid. Copy the mapping name. Let's go to the workflow, and let's create a task that is a session. And do I have a workflow for only for scenarios in spite of, or let's create within this, no issues. Let's create a session and associate your mapping, and after associating that mapping, let's Go to the mapping tab. Source is from staging schema. Target is your star schema. Change bulk to normal. We inserting the data, no update, no delete for the moment. And if there is any data before loading, truncate it. Let's cross verify if we do have any data. So this is the source table, and let's go over here. So this is the target table. Beautiful. So let's run the task which is newly created. Let's go to the monitor tool. That is getting executed, successfully ran, 6 records read, 6 records written, and let's go and see the data. Beautiful. So if you'll see 10, it has only one occurrences, but if you'll see 20 has two occurrence. So 20 had the same, so it got incremented by 1. If you'll see 30 had 3 occurrences, but why it is coming to 3012? It should not, it should have been 302. So we should have done v underscore sequence. So here, in spite of vchar flag, we should have taken id. Let's change that and let's say okay. Let's say okay. Save this. Let's refresh. And as we have truncate and reload, so let's re-execute this task again. I think that should be the problem. Let's see. So it successfully ran. Let's run that. So this is the problem. It should be the sixth record should have been 302. So let's just run this query again. Beautiful. Now it has been overcome. So this is the only 10th record. So 10A1. So 20 it had two occurrences. So incremented by 1. 30 had three occurrences. So 30 the first one, it got incremented by 3, 30 to 1 and 2. So that's the source and target expectation. So this was the source and this was the target. So that's it from my side for this small tutorial. Thank you for watching this, and if you like, do share among with your friends and promote this tutorial. Thank you.